YouTube! What the crap is going on? What the crap's going on? Welcome, folks. If there's anybody out there, and I'm not just talking into a screen, a portal into nowhere. This is not Royal Peltast, Matthew Wong. It's not Royal Peltast. Welcome. Yeah, sorry, I got the glasses on tonight, so I look a little different, but didn't want to mess with the contacts with all the crazy allergies going around, so it is what it is. I'm in full game nerd mode, and I embrace it. I embrace it. My night's good. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you being here. Fox, thanks for being here. Goatmonger. Delicate. Yeah, so we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. I put a poll up, because I didn't really know what to stream. I'm kind of in between like big streaming things at the moment. I'm trying to talk Mrs. Air into a co-op campaign, and I think she'll do it, and if so, then I'll probably stream that with her. But it's going to take some setup to get used to, you know, having two machines running and making sure we get the sound right, all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, so tonight I put a vote up, and it was like 40% of the 3,000 some odd votes for Warhammer 2, and then like 30% was Rome Remastered. And I was like, well, you know, the top two were both quite a lot, so we'll just do them both. So that's where you got the crazy thumbnail with the Rome guy screaming through what should have been Ariel's face. So I figured that'd be fun. I wish I could somehow meld the two games together to make that thumbnail really come to life, but unfortunately we can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some campaign on this game, and then we'll switch over and play some campaign on Rome Remastered. And what I thought we could do is start a new campaign. Not one that I'm likely to finish, per se, but I'm going to jump in, and I just want to pick a really difficult campaign, like according to the game. And then let's see if it's actually hard. You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of what I want to figure out. And I'm trying to remember, where does it show the starting difficulty? That used to be a thing. Did they take it out?
There is no limit.
This world.
We can achieve much together.
Is that only on Vortex?
I am not techless, sir.
Where was that at? I could have sworn they had that. Doesn't show it anymore? Well, how stupid. Alright, well,
There is no limit to
let's
my
find
power.
one that we think is hard and try it. You know, I don't even know if I've ever played a Kroq-Gar campaign, come to think of it. I have played Tic Tac, just briefly. I was doing some legendary Tic Tac, but it wasn't on camera. And Gorok. Morathi I know is a really hard one, but I've showed a lot of Morathi campaign. I ain't playing Skaven right now because they nerfed my mortars, and that just upsets me. I bet Tretch is a pretty hard start these days, isn't he? I mean, surely he's got to be a pretty difficult start.
Ready to the final.
I haven't played Tomb Kings in forever either. Like, it has been a long time. I played the Katep campaign a long time ago. It was a lot of fun. Again, I'll bet he's pretty difficult these days, too. Sorry if you've answered, but when are you going to start playing with subs again? Probably, I don't know, like I'm not that into the multiplayer at the moment, but probably I'll do it from time to time. I just haven't done it the last couple of weeks because I just felt more like playing some single player, but we can do it again. We can do it again.
Gather.
Let's see, I played a bunch of these people recently. The Beastmen just need some help. Like, I'm remiss to even play a Beastmen campaign right now because they need so much content. Norska is hard AF, just because of being broke all the time. Made me miss Malekith hardcore. Vortex only, let's see, Dwarves. I've played a lot of Dwarf campaign. I actually don't find them all that difficult. It can be a little crazy at first, but they're pretty fun. Yeah, I'll definitely play some more at some point. Just haven't done it the last few weeks. What do y'all think? Dwarves or Norska?
Lord of the England.
I think Belagar probably has a bit of a harder start. than some of them. Honestly, Grombrindle's just straight up easy because he's OP. I haven't tried Ungrim in a long time. Norska? Which one? Frog or Wolfric? I mean, Frog has cooler starting units. Big hairy men or short hairy men, in other words, that's right. Why did it... YouTube was censoring you for saying short hairy men or big hairy men. What the heck? Alright, let's go Throg. Let's go Throg. I think I played some Wolfric campaign at one point. I suppose that I don't really want to turn up the battle difficulty because it's not very fun to play. I'll turn it up later. I'm gonna put it on very hard so we get big battles, but I'm gonna leave it on normal because I don't like the balancing in battles. Like, I find it really frustrating and annoying. I was doing some testing the other day, and the AI ends up being like, it's like 40% more effective or something whenever you put it on very hard, or something even more than that sometimes, depending on the situation, of course. Like, it depends on the units, but I was using like some like just straight on unit testing, and it was amazing like how many cheats the AI got. So many cheats. But yeah, anyway, this is just the way I like to play some casual campaign. Obviously, it's more difficult if you up the difficulty because of the leadership, but then in the end, if you can just survive a while, as soon as you can start spamming magic, single entities, and missiles, then the difficulty really doesn't make a ton of difference, to be honest, because you're just kind of cheesing your way through it. I like playing it this way just because your armies can be a little more diversified, and it's a little more predictable in terms of outcome. Battles are a little more straightforward, normal, I guess, rather than just SEM cheesing.
Hail, Throg.
Not that that isn't a viable strategy, because it most certainly is the best strategy when you're playing on the hardest difficulties. So I'm not saying that to make you think you shouldn't do it. You should, if you're playing on the hardest difficulties.
Grow in strength and number to bring ruin beyond.
But that doesn't always make it what I want to do. That's how I should say it. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight. Get you some Rome Total Warhammer.
But all of this can be yours for the taking.
All of this can be yours for the 3 low payments of only $9.99.99.
These men of the bear dare to rule your kingdom.
The men of the bear. Hey, and women. You forgot Tsarina Katerin. Come on. Did you guys see the new Kislev Lord? What was his name? He's like some kind of patriarch of the bear cult or something. I wonder how he's going to play compared to Tsarina Katerin, because I got to play Katerin in that battle, and she is pretty good. So the other guy's going to need to be pretty awesome.
From which you can raid further.
Russian bear priest, let's go. Yeah, I mean, he did look neat, but he's going to need to really have some cool features to beat out Tsarina Katerin, because her ice magic is pretty sick. Official Lord of the Rings Total War would be amazing. Hard to get a license for. Yeah, I don't know if they would go down that road or not.
Let the realms of man
Learned really quick as Wolfric go after Throg first when confederating Norska, because you don't want to go after him last with a single army. Yeah. Yeah, we'll try and go beat down. That's one thing I love about Norska, is that when you want to confederate, it's pretty straightforward how you do it. You go beat them down and then confederate, and I'm pretty sure they added that to Greenskins, which is perfect. That's exactly the way it should be for greenskin diplomacy.
Indefinitely. You will need to voyage from this land to raid and pillage. Your gods will gaze favorably upon
Shut your chili hole. Oh my gosh, man. That guy just doesn't know when to quit. Let's see. What do we want to do first here? We got Winter Pyre. What do we start? I'm assuming we're at war with these jerks over here. And that does bring us over closer to Wolfric. Wolfric starts like somewhere over here, I think. It's been a while. Battle for Middle-earth was good back in the day, but obviously only focused on the battle aspect. Yeah. I never actually played Battle for Middle-earth. It looked decent, but I don't know why I never played it. Most of the time I do play all the RTS games, but I say that, I never played StarCraft either. I mean, the competitive RTS wasn't, like, didn't really appeal to me much. It's like, hey, do you want to get in a clicking contest with someone way better than you? Well, no, not particularly. That was kind of how it went for me. Nope, not really. War Tools, which unlocks upgrades for Marauders. Monster Hunter unlocks upgrades for Trolls, which we have. Let's see, Campaign Movement, and that opens up all this stuff. Marauders of the West, Raiders of the East. Unlocks Monster Hunt. So, I mean, we like Monster Hunts. Let's do that. It was one of those few RTS games that were on console. Yeah, you know, with consoles being what they are, I mean, even last generation, they probably could have pulled it off, but, I mean, consoles now are basically like some, like, lower power version of a nice RDNA 2 graphics card from AMD, and they've got, like, an octa-core AMD APU. I mean, they're totally capable of a lot of the games, and, I mean, I think that they have mouse and keyboard support. I could be wrong. If they don't, they need it. Like, just throw mouse and keyboard support on those things and stick the RTS games on all platforms. I love what Halo has done, and I hope more people do it. Like, you can go get Halo on Steam, you can get it on your Xbox. Either one, right? Heck, I wouldn't even care if they put it out on PlayStation 5 and just, again, cross-platform everybody. That'd be freaking awesome. Like, give the games to everybody. Let them play it where they want to. Let them play it where they want to.
Lord of the Monster Horde.
Alright, let's see. Let's get up here. Start trying to put a throgging on our enemies. Budasak says, morning from Bangkok. How's my day off? I'm not on a day off, but it is my nighttime. So, yeah, it is my nighttime, which I guess is kind of my time off. Rome looking like it's gotten a little cold. Yep, we will be playing Rome Remastered later, so stick around. We're up against a big Marauder spam and a Frost Worm. I mean, hopefully we can win, because we're fighting. Morning, it's night for me. Yeah. I mean, it's... Let's see. I mean, so I started this at 8 p.m. my time, right? So it's 8:15. Bob says you got me hooked on Surviving Mars. Good. Take that, Bob. That game is fun. Everybody should be hooked on Surviving Mars. That game went really low-Q, and I don't know why. Like, it's a really fun kind of, I mean, I guess colony builder, city builder, whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty akin to a city builder. Yeah, it's super fun. It's a really great way to just relax. What I really like about Surviving Mars, like, it's a really fantastic relax game. Man, I've been playing so much Rome Remastered. I gotta get back into it with Warhammer. Rome Remastered has me very hopeful that can't stop playing Star Wars Empire at War. Yeah. Opinions on SFO. I haven't played SFO, so I really don't have a valid opinion on SFO. I've heard a lot of people say they like it, but Warhammer is so good that I just really haven't felt the need to get an overhaul mod for it. Like, I feel no desire to get an overhaul mod for this game, because I have a crap load of fun with the base game, and guess I just don't feel much of a need to get anything additional.
Very well. Yes.
Frostworm is probably going to drop down on Throg. It's okay. Say it's okay. I hope it's okay. Alright, let's see. Rear attack. Some of these units. It's not going to be quite like Rome Remastered, where rear attack is usually like instantly decisive. You have to cycle a bit here to get the desired effect. A little better over here. Alright, Frostworm got beat back. Let's put these guys on a defensive stance so they don't go chasing that Frostworm. Rolls are doing pretty good. Alright, we broke up this fight mostly.
Attack the mortal!
Let's get the Frostworm back in our target.
HeirofCarthage!
Alright. Throg's doing okay. The rest of the units around him not doing so great. I'm gonna go run down routing units with these wolves. That's probably their best use anyway. Frostworm is dead. Let's start putting some javelins into these units that are fighting Throg. See if we can free him up. Alright, trolls broke out right here. Oh, their lord pulled out of that fight. What a cheese. Alright, we busted this one up. Let's use our wolves to hunt down the routers, get a bit of a rear charge there. Alright, Throg, clean that up. Get a nice rear charge into these marauders who are fighting our Norse controls. Corn demands what? Skulls? Is it for a skull throne? Does he have a skull throne? I'll bet he has a skull throne.
For the Blood God! They'll be screaming!
Looks like Germania. Yeah. Yeah, without all the spear warband. Hey, we're gonna vomit on our enemy here. Oh, that's gonna stink. That's gonna stink. You know he ain't gonna be smelling pretty. Well, the strategy worked. Let's use our wolves to hunt down fleeing Norskins. Get him, Throg. Throg his world. Give him a good throgging. Trolls go get that. Trolls here. Why are you wavering? Battle's over. Ain't no reason to be wavering. Just it's dinner time. That's all there is to it. All right, trying to. Oh yeah, attaboy Throg. This will give Throg some time to regain some hit points here too. Hey, wonder what's going on. Thanks for being here. Norskin Civil War. How can Norskins even be considered civil? Exactly. Are your lenses colored yellow, or is it just reflect? No, they're colored yellow. It's an anti-blue light thing. I bought these. They're prescription. I wear them because I'm in front of a screen so much that just helps me to have something that takes some of the glare off. I would get done with like my workday, and my eyebrows would be like twitching from all the screen staring that I do. So I got these. They help me a lot. They make some that aren't colored. I've been too lazy to go order them, so I need to get some new ones. But yeah, they're pretty nice. Pretty happy with them. From a company called Gunner Optics. But I think lots of companies make this type of thing nowadays.
This was not meant to be.
Alright, there we go. That'll be good. That'll be good. Good first outing. Picked up some nice kills. Boy, our hounds were getting some dinner there. Exactly what we wanted, because we're still going to have to go and take out the garrison that's behind these guys, too. Battle difficulty is on normal, because that's just what I like playing my campaigns on, but the campaign difficulty is on very hard. And partly the reason why I do the battle difficulty this way is so that I don't have to do as much cheesing. We can just have more normal fights. But yeah, the other one does make it harder, but it also makes it cheese, so I'm just not a huge fan. I'm going to take the replenishment here. We got some decent cash out of that fight, too. And ooh, we can confederate them, because we killed their warlord. I forgot that it works with all the minor ones, too. Let's do it. Boom! Get yourself throgged, losers. I don't really want to pay upkeep on this guy right now, do I? I guess I could send him back to Winterpire and he can hold Winterpire. Man, that's awesome. I love that Confederation mechanic. That is so great. That's so great.
battle time is
Puppies have been fed. That's right. Hey, Slappy! Staying up all night just to come visit me, you beautiful skink. How are you doing? I hope you're slapping people good. Slapping people and taking their cookies, please. What I expect out of the Chief Slappinator. Alright, let's see. Let's see, I respect that. Better to fight honorably instead of cheese. Like, well, you know, Legend, it is cheese. He's good at cheesing. So, I mean, there's a certain skill to cheesing like that, and he's certainly good at it. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing the cheese sometimes, but that's just not what I'm up to tonight. Not what I'm up to tonight. Melee defense for frostworms? Yeah, no thanks. Mere warriors? No thanks. Copious vomit. Well, I mean, we gotta have that. Getting slapped at work, to be honest. You still at work? Working late. Buffer Marauders. Should be good long term. Get Route Marcher. Let's go ahead and grab Route Marcher, because that'll help us long term as well. Let's jump into this settlement, do some replenishment, grab some more troops, and move along. Grab some berserkers. Marauder Hunters. I'm gonna keep the javelins for now. Should be better. I mean, I might as well just go ahead and grab several berserkers. Long story, tired and hurting. Well, hopefully you're done with it soon. Wait, if he's getting slapped at work and he's working I knew it. Slappy's an assassin. He's out late because he's got a hit to put on. I always knew he was an assassin. Halo. What's going on, Stefano? Hey, speaking of which, I'm gonna be down in town. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Wait, what? Air?
I eat my enemies. Lord of the monster horde.
Busted. Why does this say Rome Total Warhammer? Because we're going to be playing Rome Remastered later. We're going to dedicate about half the stream to Warhammer and then about half. I just wanted to play a couple of campaigns just to get a feel for what's going on. I feel like you could snowball pretty quick in a Norska campaign if you got like the right RNG, where you get to fight the enemy chieftain. Air down in town. Yeah, I don't go very often, 'cause I actually really don't like being in town. I've gotten to where, like, the older I get, I like town less and less. Ooh, Throg has a potion of toughness. This dude's gonna be healing it off. I mean, obviously, like, I don't want to, like, live out in zero civilization, you know? I like having the niceties of the modern world, clearly, because I game and stream and stuff like that. But, you know. Let's see, dominating presence. Just like having my own space. The farther out I can live, the better.
War unceasing.
I have some land that I bought for like super cheap. I got it for $1,000 an acre, kind of out in the boonies in southwest Missouri. Probably not a place where I'm gonna build. I mostly bought it just kind of as like an investment. Yeah, what is happening to our economy? Good grief! It's like it went. Oh wait. It did go down because I recruited berserkers, my bad. Yeah, I bought it more as an investment, and sure enough, land prices are up right now. I don't know if anybody's buying, but I need to probably try and sell it, because if I ever made any money off of it, I wanted to take that money and then go, now that I have more, go looking for an actual good piece of land that I might want to put a house on.
Crush bones.
You know. He said crush bones, and I really thought he said crossbows for a minute, and I was like, huh. Norska with crossbows. That sounds okay. I'm just gonna keep pushing in here. We're gonna end up with some rebellious territory back here, but yeah, they're just gonna have to deal.
Enslave the Southerners.
Do you not get to do commandments as Norska?
Tribesmen, gather.
Guess not. Not a thing for Norska, apparently. Put some oil rigs on it. We need some.
My ice age comes.
I don't think there's any oil in my land.
Eat my
If there was, that'd be great. I mean, mineral royalties, I'd be happy to have that, but I don't think there's much of use on my land other than the occasional deer that passes through it. And whether or not that's of use is, you know, a question. I think there's occasional black bears out there too. That's not something I really want to run into, to be fair.
Excellent.
Why did it do that? Alright, I'm gonna force march back over here. Because I see the Varglings, and it's Sirtha Ek. If we beat him, we can confederate him, so I'm gonna swing back this way. A hunting reserve. I mean, there is a lot of people around here who will buy land like that just for hunting. In fact, I have a 40-acre parcel out there. There's a 40-acre parcel just to my north, and they have an easement, or whatever you call it, a easement. I don't know what you call it in illegal terms, but basically they have to be able to use my property to get to theirs because the county doesn't actually have a road to their property. And in any case, they use theirs just for hunting. That's all they use it for. And so I could sell it to someone who's looking for that. So and they pay pretty good prices for it usually. About to reach 260. Thanks to Stefano. It's hard for me to increase subscribership anymore. At first I thought, you know, I've just been around a long time, no one wants to subscribe to me anymore, so I'm probably less popular, and, you know, that makes sense, like, the subscribership slows down, but then, all of a sudden, a while back, like, probably a little over a year ago, YouTube, like, however many subscribers I get, they start taking them away, and, like, you'll see this really weird pattern, where I'll get, like, some positive subscribers for a couple days, and then they take them away. And then I get positive again, and then it's just enough to take them away. And it, like, keeps me stuck at, like, the exact same subscribe. And I would think that, again, I can believe organically that I, you know, am losing subscribers because I'm an older channel, people may not be interested anymore, blah, 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 right? I get it. But it's the pattern in the numbers, and numbers are my job, and it doesn't add up. YouTube is deleting subs off me for some reason. I have no idea why. And they've been doing it for a long time. So I don't know if somehow I got on the bad side of one of their algorithms. And it's the same way when it comes to them giving me impressions. Like my Rome Remastered video got blown up and I got a ton of views. That's probably like the first time that that's happened in like a year. And they probably only did it because they're like, whatever, we just need the money. But I mean, they won't blow up my videos anymore. They won't give me any recommendations. They fight my subscribership. I have no idea why. I'm in completely good standing with them. I don't have any strikes. They've never sent me any angry messages. Like, I don't allow bad comments, foul language. I have no idea what it is. But, I mean, you can tell that whatever's happening to my subscribership is definitely some kind of algorithm that's like, okay, gain some, so we're going to take them away. Gain some, take them away. And it's like, so recently when Rome Remastered came out and I got a ton of views on it, I also got a ton of subs. And now YouTube is slowly but surely equaling that out and deleting a bunch. So it's a mess. They're a mess of a platform. Honestly, they're a pain in the butt, and I would have given up on their crap a long time ago. Except for the fact that I like making videos. It's like it's not just a hobby. It's not a job for me, right? I have a job. So this isn't a job for me. It's a pastime, and I enjoy it a lot, and there's a lot of you all who still enjoy it. And so even though like my views or subs may be low, I really don't care. Like YouTube can stuff it where the sun don't shine. I'm not stopping. So that's all there is to that. Boy, I've got a lot of bogeys. There are hostiles inbound. This is gonna be a tough fight. Yeah, so, like I said, I really don't give a crap what YouTube does. They can stuff it. They can take their trash algorithms and cram it.
That's what the masters bid. Guard this place.
So I'm making content. Ain't nothing they can do about it.
Chaos Marauders, attack the mortals.
Ah, crap. I got crushed on the other side by a chariot charge. We can get the chariot down, and then maybe get lucky and do some work on Sirtha Ek. I'm hoping my Marauder Berserkers will perform well. They should. I really gotta get rid of Old Mammoth, but I also gotta focus on these chariots because they're gonna overwhelm me. Doing a little better over here with my Ice Wolves.
Yes.
I've gotta take my focus off the Mammoth for a sec.
Chaos Marauders.
Oh. Dang it, man. My Berserkers got murdered by a chariot unit over here. That's most unfortunate. Come on, kill those chariots. Kill them.
Retreat.
Get them up off me.
My God's call. Your will.
Die, chariots.
Chaos Marauders.
I hate you like a Dawi hates chariots. Get off me. How long does it take my Berserkers to mop up a crappy Marauder unit?
Your will.
Come on, Throg. Please kill the Mammoth.
Chaos Marauders.
Stinking chariot, man. It got so much work done.
Mortal fools.
No, 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 no. Get off me. I don't know if we can win this. I'm gonna try, but it's gonna be rough. Alright, let's get some people grouped back together. I'm gonna go chase some routing units. Turn around. Come on, Throggy. Come on, Throggy.
Chaos Marauders.
See if we can get rid of these Marauder great weapons that are chasing me. Oh, yeah, we got those routing units, so that's good.
Give us carnage.
Don't never give up, folks. Don't never give up.
Yes, chieftain.
Frog! You handsome devil. Seal the deal.
Bring us to carnage. Give us carnage. Get them. What?
Alright, we finally got the Mammoth. Get Sirtha Ek. Get Sirtha Ek. Alright, leave those guys alone. Alright, Mammoth is dead. Alright, got the Berserkers into the back of that. Alright, Sirtha Ek's getting owned. Think we're gonna turn it, folks. Think we're gonna turn this one around. Frog clutched it for us. Finish him. Oh, come on. Don't let him out of here alive. What's that BS? CA, please. Get those stupid horsemen off my Ice Wolves. I just need to kill Sirtha Ek. He's only got 81 hit points. Alright. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Kill him. Kill him. 35. Oh yeah, he be dead. Took his filthy Mammoth with him. Alright, there we go. Legend works on YouTube. He streams daily and for almost the entire day. That's why he gets a lot of attention from the algorithm. And the general Total War community, plus he's been here for a while too. Yeah, I mean, I can't stream all day, and if that's what it takes to get the YouTube algorithm's attention, then their algorithm's stupid. Like, I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, the algorithm's already dumb the way it works. YouTube was built right in the past. And the reason why it was good in the past is, number one, they weren't censoring crap, which they need to get their stupid nose out of, right? And two, the platform was built around getting subs. Your subs would see your content, and they would watch your content. Being a sub now means nothing. Subscribing to a channel does nothing. The sub feed is secondary to the home feed with all the recommendations. And so they've ruined their own organic, process with these, when they killed subscribership by changing it to where you don't get notified by subscribing, that ruined their entire setup. Like, just ruined it. And so they shot themselves in the foot when they did that, and they never should have done it. Like, that was stupid, and YouTube's never been the same since. And it's never going to be good after, unless they can, like, quit that crap. Tom Mob, thanks for the 10. Like, I think it's cool that Legend does it full time, and he needs to make a living off of it, so I want him to. I want him to succeed, right? He's working hard for it. But if that's the only way to get the algorithm's attention, is to dedicate yourself to the YouTube gods, then no, that's stupid, and that's not how the platform should be. This platform was built for, you know, growing stuff ground up. Dom Mob, thanks for the 10. Says, take my money. You, sir, take some entertainment then. Take some entertainment. Thank you, Dom Mob. You're very kind.
I see death.
So yeah, I just, the way YouTube runs their platform is wrong for what it was built to be. Now, if what they want to get to is a platform that's more about them telling you what to watch, rather than you choosing what you want to watch, ergo the name YouTube, you know, if that's what they're going for, which is you watch what we tell you to, then they're succeeding. But if they're wanting to hold up their old and better platform, which was YouTube, meaning you picked and went through it, then they're making a lot of mistakes. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. I don't know what it's worth, if anything, but that's my 2 cents on it. You wouldn't believe how often I get comments from people and they're like, hey, Air, I'm subscribed to you and I have the bell clicked and I don't get notifications. Or like, hey, I used to watch your video all the time and then YouTube just stopped putting it in my feed. Again, they want you to watch what they want you to watch, and their algorithm is set up so as to drive your attention to the videos they think are going to make them the most money. And so, like, for instance, they added shorts recently. No one wants to watch shorts on YouTube. If they wanted shorts, they would get TikTok. And I hate TikTok. I don't like it at all. I guess that's me being part of the older generation, but I think TikTok's stupid. But obviously YouTube is jealous of TikTok to a great degree, which is why they've made the shorts. And now they basically reward people who are making shorts. But, you know, no one wants to watch shorts. It's not what we got on YouTube. Like I said, you go get TikTok if you wanted shorts. And so they need to quit trying to force you into things and just let you watch what you want to. Again, I know it's going to be crazy. It's going to sound wild, but hear me out here. YouTube. You know, it's about what you want to watch, not what they want you to watch. And I understand, like, people will say, well, they're a corporation, they have to make money. Yep, totally agree. I work for a corporation, and I like it when they make money, because then I make money. However, a corporation that gets solely focused on the quickest path to profit margin will find themselves getting wrecked later on when they've totally lost their customer base, and a competitor comes in and can now provide what they used to because they lost what they should have done, right? And that's what I keep hoping for. I really, really want to see a good competitor for YouTube. It will be good for everybody to have a really strong competitor for YouTube, because it'll make them have to stop sucking. And I would love to see that. So, I would love to see that. I definitely want this wolf building over here. YouTube won't put my subscriptions in my feed, but if I watch one random video, it screws up. Exactly. That is such a mess, Daniel. That is such a mess. Absolutely a mess. Stefano, what are you doing? Man, you don't need to be giving me any money. You already supported the crap out of me not long ago, man. You were good. You don't have to do that. You need that back for you, I will give it back to you. Don't you be doing that for me. He says you shall take my money. I enjoy these chill streams. This is amazing community too. Screw YouTube for attacking the air. No, I'm not trying to get like... Thank you, Stefano. You're extremely gracious. Way too gracious. Way too gracious. But hey, I'm not here trying to get you all to take any kind of pity on me. Like I said, I got a daytime job. I'm making money. I'm fine, right? I don't do this for a job, and that's why I just ignore the crap out of their stupid algorithm. If I was worried about the algorithm, then I would be trying to make... It's kind of funny, I'm going to say this. I'd be making more clickbaity thumbnails right after I stuck a guy face on top of Ariel. I didn't do that for clickbait, I just did it to be funny. I'd be making clickbaity thumbnails all the time, and titles, and like I'd be working on videos that's like, and this is not an insult to people who do this. They're doing it because YouTube drives it that way and they have to, right? But top 10s, you know, things that try and grab your attention, like things we know and, you know, things that are confirmed, or, you know, like all this stuff. Like, people do it sometimes because they like it. A lot of times they have to do it because YouTube really drives a lot of views of that type of content. But yeah, anyway, I'm not trying to get pity here. I don't need pity. I'm fine. I'm fine. You all are here with me, so that's all I need. That's all I need. We're good here. But thank you, Stefano. You're way too kind. Appreciate you being a part of the community. Gotta get some water. I got my allergies going on me here. All right, here we go.
Lord of the monster horde.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I got a great job, and it provides for me very well, and lets me make these videos without any concern really about you know, how YouTube is gonna treat me from one month to the next. Vanguard says you have a pretty successful channel for a niche game. Yeah, absolutely. Like, my channel, I never expected anybody to watch anything on my channel, much less me having 250,000 subscribers. I've got like 115 or 20 million total, like, all-time views on my channel. That is nuts. Never in a million years would I have thought that, you know, 6 people would have watched my channel, much less that many. I just started making videos because I loved what Prince of Macedon was doing, and I wanted to learn how to do it. And I got lucky, I guess. I don't know, got lucky, but I like being here.
But at least it means another meal.
I definitely want to love this, and in some ways, like, it would be really cool for this to be my job and focus on this all the time, because I love doing it. But the downside of something being your job is that inevitably it's a job. And it's hard to love the work you do the same way that you love a hobby, because you don't get to do the hobby as much, right? And so it doesn't mean you can't love your job permanently, because you can if you get the right one. But, you know, I'm kind of glad in a way that it's not my full-time job, even though in a lot of ways that'd be really neat. But it also means that I can just enjoy what I do. You know, I don't have to get worried.
To spoil and ravage.
What is this guy the faction leader? He is. Oh, we're gonna go beat the crap out of him. He's getting throgged. He is definitely getting a good throgging. If work was fun, they'd call it that instead. Like I said, there's gonna be rare occasions where it is. And to be fair, I like my job, mostly because I really like my boss. And anytime I'm working for someone that I get along with and I feel like treats me well, it almost doesn't matter what my job is. Garbage man, waiting tables, you know, data analyst, kind of like I'm doing right now, industrial engineer like I did in years past, like all these things. Like, I mean, I'm happy with just about any job that'll, you know, give me the income I need to have what I need, especially if I feel like the leaders that I'm working for appreciate what I do. And I've had some people ask me sometimes too, like, Air, do you want to be a leader? You know, I used to. I wanted to be a leader, not because I was really like in it for the power, but because for a while I had people who direct reported to me at work. I had a team of engineers that were working on different projects. They were located throughout the US and they reported to me, and I would go to college campuses to go recruiting new engineers. And I really liked it because I was helping to develop people into their career, and it was very rewarding. In fact, there's multiple people at the company right now who I helped them get started on their career, and that's very satisfying for me to see people succeed like that, and I would love to do more of that. However, that's not all that goes into leadership. Even though I don't really want to be a leader for the sake of having that power crap I misdeployed Throg, some people do. There are people who want to be a leader because it gives them power. And those people are always vying for the leadership position, and they're always vying for it because they want that power. And when you're a leader, even if you don't have that same mentality, those are the people that you have to interact with and fight against in order to try and do things in a more normal way. And I hate that. That's politics. That's where it turns into politics. And the closer I got to leadership, because I was promoted like one level below where I would have been a team lead, like on a larger scale. And that's what I really wanted for a long time in my career. I was like, I really want to lead a whole team. And I thought it was what I wanted, and I got closer to it, and the politics came into play, and I pretty much got chased out of my position by another leader who didn't really much like me. And it was crazy because I liked them and was trying to work hard for them, but why was I getting chased out? They just didn't want me there. And I can't stand that. I hate it. I hate it. And so it totally soured my desire to lead a team, which in my mind is a little bit frustrating because I wanted to do it for the people development. Like, I find that very rewarding, like the people development side of it. But I can't do it because I cannot stand that environment. I don't want any part of it. And so this role I'm in now, I found a boss who isn't like that, and I want to stay here for what time I can. And I probably do need to be a little more ambitious sometimes about, you know, what next steps are in career, because if you don't have a plan, sometimes it ends rather quickly and then you don't know what you're doing. Even if you're working hard, your company can totally just cut you and get rid of you. You know, it is a corporation, it's not a charity. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do next, right? I just don't know what I want to do next. So like I said, I would have no problem being a leader if my main focus of being a leader was around helping people develop and grow into their career. But if it's around me having to pull politics to make sure that I stay on the good side of people and, you know, be on the inside crew, no, I'm not doing it, and I don't want any part of it. Like, and some people might say, well, that's just what you have to do in a career. That's not what I'm doing. I'll find something else to do. Like I said, if I have to go be the garbage man, I'll do that. Like, I'm not doing the politics. Like, I'm not doing it. I hate it. So, like, I cannot stress that enough. I hate it. So anyway, at least you all know. There you go, a little background on me. So I don't have any problem being a follower when I have a good boss. And if someone needs me to be a leader, I'll be a leader. But I'm not going to be that kind of leader who's constantly chasing the next prize and having to shove other people out of the way to get it. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, I will not do it. I'd rather have less money. So, someone asked me that once. They're like, yeah, but if you don't get promoted, you won't make more money. It's like, I don't need more money. Yeah, what's it gonna do? I got a house, I got food. What else do I need? Oh yeah, and I'm not knocking garbage men. My brother-in-law's a garbage man. He works really hard. I'm just saying that, like, if it came to me between the choice of like working a job like that just to keep myself out of like having to be in those positions where I have to fight through politics, that I find a lot more respect for someone who's just working hard like that than I would someone who's been promoted a whole bunch, but it's because they're just a jerk trying to cut their way through the leadership chain. Hopefully that makes sense, right? That's what I was really getting at. I got way more respect for someone that's like doing some honest hard work versus like just trying to cut their way through something. All right, we beat him, and I'm thinking that, yeah, there it goes. All right, so we are confederating the crap out of people. I love this. Oh yeah, we've snowballed pretty quick. We just don't have any economy, like people were saying. Daniel says, yeah, I'd rather be a garbage collector than a middle management. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't mind the whole middle management thing if it's going to be in a company that treats people right and doesn't reward the kind of predatory leadership behavior that you see. The problem is that the kind of people who are okay with that predatory leadership are the kind who are always going for leadership positions, and so it's very, very hard to find somewhere where that isn't the case. It's the same way with politics, right? If you ever look at all the politicians around the way, and I'm not going to get deep into politics. I'm not insulting any one person's belief. I'm just saying at face value, for the most part, politicians are that type of person. They're the weirdos of society. But they're the only ones who are willing to throw their family and life aside just to go get out in the spotlight and get the spotlight on them because they're that way. They're just big narcissist jerks, right? That's what they are. That's why they're there. All the regular people who would probably make better leaders than these people have a job and a family, and they're never going to go do that. And so, I think that you see the same thing in the private sector. It's not very much different than public, right? It's just that the people who are that big on themselves are always going to be the ones gunning for those positions and making sure that they get it. If that makes any sense. It's just it's a problem that's been around for as long as time. Ain't no meaning says, yeah, anybody tried for high-level office by default has some serious personality defect. Most of the time. And I would say almost all the time. I'm sure there are exceptions to that rule. And there are certainly exceptions to that rule, but I agree that it is almost unanimously true. There's always an exception to the rule, but they're rare. They're rare. What do we got here? Stefano says, only where you and the rest of your team enjoy the work is where you don't find that. But yeah, like, so my team, we all get along great. And that's the fun thing about my team is that we know, like my boss, I know he's the boss, right? That he's in charge. But it's the way he works with us. You know, we know he respects us, and we know that he's going to make the decisions. But whenever we give him input, we also know he values it. And so we don't have a problem. Like, if he decides that he's going to do something different than maybe what we suggested, we know that it's because he probably has a reason for it, right? And we've seen him respect it. And then, but a lot of times, you know, he'll come to us, say, look, here's what we got to do. I need everybody's input. And then he'll listen, and it'll work, and we'll do good together because we all work together, right? And I love that. Right? I don't have to have a leader who always does what I say to make me happy, because you don't have to have that. But it is nice to have a leader who, you know, knows, okay, you know what, my team's right. I'm going to listen to them. And then when they're wrong, it's okay. You know, I'm still going to listen, and they'll know they're respected. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, Wolfric's here. That's convenient. Hopefully he stays. So anyway, yeah, I love the guy, the boss that I work for. He's fantastic. He's fantastic. I'm gonna work for him for as long as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna work for him for as long as I can. It's actually one of the things that I liked studying about, like, ancient military leaders. There was all kinds of leaders, and Alexander and Hannibal were always two pretty fascinating ones to me, but Hannibal was a particularly fascinating one. Of course, I don't know if it's true. You only have so much material on Hannibal because the Romans burned a lot of it. You only have so much info, but the book I read was written by a guy with the last name Dodge, and it was very interesting. He said one of the things that Hannibal supposedly did is that he would disguise himself as just one of the men, and he would go sit amongst them at the campfires at night to hear what they had to say, because he needed to connect with them. He needed to understand them. You know, in order to lead them, he had to understand what they were thinking and, like, what they were worried about, and, you know, all that other kind of stuff. He had to have a feel for them, and so he led his men with an understanding of who they were and what they were thinking, and he didn't mind going and sitting with them and talking with them. He disguised himself probably obviously to get an honest opinion, because it's unlikely that people would have given him an honest opinion, you know, if they knew who he was. And so I really like that. It's an interesting take, you know. But then Alexander, even though he was probably a narcissist, clearly, with the way that he was, he had an interesting leadership style too, in the sense that he would just charge head first with his troops straight into battle, leading from the front. And that is also pretty cool, right? That he's just gonna head on, lead from the front. Like, that's pretty impressive. So stuff like that's kind of neat, and I like studying some of those leadership traits from people. It's neat. Those are the only leaders we hear about. Well, probably on my channel, because I'm either playing as Carthage or, you know, ancient Rome or something. I don't really look up to Warhammer leaders the same way because they're not real, obviously. Yeah, but hey, Throg's a good role model. We can all learn a lot from Throg. You know, when you're angry, you just vomit all over your enemies. Like real good acidic vomit. Yeah, Patton had some quirks. He was an interesting one to read about. He was an interesting one to read about. It. That was kind of sad with him. Like, he went through all that stuff and then died in a car crash right after the war ended. I think he was still in Germany when he died of the car crash. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, that's one leadership style, which is just whoever's against you, you just throw up on them. You know, that's a Throg leadership style right there. They come up to you, they disagree, and what do they get? They get copious vomit all over them. Patton was murdered. It's possible. I imagine there were plenty of Germans around that didn't much care for him. And I don't know, maybe some of his own soldiers too. He was pretty rough around the edges. I just gotta say, it's pretty cool when you read about a World War II general who still walked around with 2 pistols on his hips. Like, that's pretty awesome. Like it was still the Wild West and he's riding around like a cavalryman. General Grant in the Civil War, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of controversy surrounding almost anything from Civil War. Grant probably gets run down in the Civil War just because I think Lee was probably seen by a lot to be like the better field commander. But yeah, Grant definitely obviously had to do well. They won the war. It was a vicious war. Yeah, Roosevelt. Yeah, Roosevelt was kind of that way too. I don't know tons about all these leaders. I need to go read more. It's always fun to go read, like, you know, what people did right, what they did wrong. It's kind of interesting to get both sides of that ticket, because you can always learn something. Like Caligula, really bad leader. You can learn something if you go study it. You can learn something. So it's always interesting. I love history for that reason. You always learn something. Whether someone was doing something right or wrong, you always learn something. Dor says, I often throw up on people but haven't been given any leadership positions. What am I doing wrong? Well, you gotta throw up more violently. And it needs to be full of rancid fish, okay? Like, if you really want to make a point, you gotta go out and eat some really rancid fish. Or like drink a bottle of shrimp paste or something and then go running around in the sun, down a gallon of milk, and when that comes up, that's gonna make the impression, okay? That's how you get someone's attention. You can't just be, you know, like just some angry stomach acid type vomit. It has to be some serious vomit, you know? You gotta get out there and give them the good stuff. I'm gonna make an impression. People tuning into the stream and they're like, what in the world did I turn on? It's like, click. Here's Wolfric. Sweet, he was hiding. Let's get him. How come it's giving him, like, does he have some mammoths I don't know about? Huh? What's this auto-resolve? Hey, what's going on? Hot a gun. Oh, man. I don't know, like, there was so much sad stuff, like, for instance, that happened in World War II. So many people died. Combat, you know, as a result of the decimation of war, you know, innocence, like, so many people died. And some part of me feels bad that I'm so fascinated with learning about World War II. But obviously it's not because, like, I don't want to live that. Like, that would be terrible. Can you even imagine having to live through that? Like, having to go fight that? Like, being in a landing craft on the way up to Omaha Beach or something? Good night. Like, I can't even imagine the terror that goes through you when you're going through something like that. I never want to have to live that. I mean, if I have to, you know, if you got to fight because you feel like you got to, then it has to happen occasionally. I hope it never does. I'll tell you, the thing that scares me the most is thinking that my boys might ever have to face something like that. That is, like, the most terrifying thought as a parent. But, you know, I don't guess there's much I can do about that. But I like learning about it. Again, not because I ever want to live it, or relive it, but I find it fascinating to learn, you know, like what drove people into a conflict like this? What did they do in that conflict? You know, strategy, changing tactics, all that stuff. Like I find it fascinating. So hopefully no one ever thinks that I'm like morbid because I'm always studying military history. It's not because I have any desire to get out and be involved in a war per se, but it's just, I don't know why it's fascinating to me. And I guess it gives me a lot of respect the more I learn. Like I've known a lot of World War II veterans when I was younger. There's very few left now, unfortunately. But it's always fascinating for me to talk to them. I got to meet a bunch and hear their stories, and it was incredible. I'm really glad I did, and it's stuff that I'm going to pass on to my boys, so that hopefully it doesn't die there. See, Ivan said, thanks for the 10. He says, are you still wearing the light blue canceling glasses? Or the blue light canceling glasses? Yes, that's what I'm wearing right now. You know what? Some people have them, and they say they can't tell a difference. I wear them, and I can tell a difference. And I've heard other people say they can tell a difference. You know, I stare at a screen all day for like 8 or 9 hours for my day job, and then I stare at a screen more doing YouTube, and then I'm probably staring at a screen when I'm watching TV, or when I'm on my phone. I see a lot of screens, and I was getting to the end of days, and my eyes were like twitching, and I had headaches and stuff like that. And since I I rotate these, right? I don't wear them all the time, but I'll rotate them with my my contacts, and I notice a difference. It's a big difference. It's very nice. It really helps my eyes rest, like to just, you know, get out of it for a while. Frog's getting throgged on here by those javelins. Let's get into melee with these losers. But yeah, so they helped me. But thank you for the 10. Thanks so much. So yeah, if y'all ever hear me talking about war stuff, not because I like long for war, just because I find it. I bet a lot of you are the same way though, right? Or else we wouldn't be interested in the kind of games we are. So I wouldn't be surprised. Better than being into serial killers, no doubt. Though even that, like I don't find it fascinating. I find it really sick, unfortunately, but every now and then I will study a little bit about that just to try and understand, like, what in the world happened to someone's mind to get them to that point? Because obviously I never want to be like that. And, but no, I don't find a particular interest in studying something like serial killers, obviously. But every now and then I do like kind of watching crime shows just to understand, like, holy crap, like, I can't believe people do that. Or, like, you know, what makes them tick that way. People read horror without actually wanting to experience. Yeah, exactly. Same kind of thing, right? For whatever reason, you know, you have this. Wow, we got owned by these Marauder hunters with javelins. Holy crap, man! They shredded me. They're doing pretty good over here too. I didn't think these units would be very good in melee. I guess they're not bad. They're not anti-large. They're not terrible combatants. Appius, what's going on? There's a serial killer on the in the loose in my region right now. I'm safe though. He's targeting male homosexual. Man, that's weird. Serial killers are so stinking weird. That's no idea. That is some weird stuff. Well, hopefully they get him. No one deserves to be targeted. Period. Any of that stuff. And whenever there is someone like that, there's nothing better than seeing them brought to swift and full force of the law type of justice. That's definitely the best part of any story like that, is if it ends with the killer facing swift justice. Appius, you lived there when the DC sniper was there? That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's nuts. That's another reason why I like small towns. We don't really have much of that. Not here. Crime's extraordinarily low where I live, which is great. I want it to stay that way. that's one of the things, and I know it doesn't like happen to everybody all the time, obviously, because millions of people live in the city, and millions of them live their whole lives without anything ever happening to them. But like, good grief, man, big cities terrify me. Like, I don't like being there. Just I don't like how many people around me, and not knowing what they're like. Not in the sense of like, oh, I'm afraid of people who are different. No, not at all. I'm afraid of people in these large groups because you have more people who are going to be weirdos and potentially have something go really bad wrong, right? Can it happen in a small town? Sure, it can. Like, anything's possible. Anything is possible. But it's a lot less likely since we kind of all know each other, and it's kind of easier to keep tabs on if someone's losing it, you know? If someone's crazy, you kind of know in a small town, right? If someone's a little bit off the rocker.
Tribesmen, gather!
Bought a gun. I don't drink any. So I wouldn't know the first thing about it.
Despoil and ravage.
Oh my gosh. We've got to start disbanding a lot of troops. Because our economy just dropped like a rock. Alright, we own like the whole of the Chaos Waste, and I can nigh afford half of a second stack here. Appia says I got whiskey right here, Irish single malt. Yeah, but you'll have to ask other people what they think about that. I would be the last person to have any knowledge on the subject. I've never had an interest in alcohol, and still don't. So, just not something I'm into. Need some dang income. We poor. I drink milk like drinking ice cold milk late and drinking it alone. That's good, Marcus.
Overrun the world.
Take it easy there. Don't get too crazy. That ice cold milk, man. It'll get you. I kind of like the anonymity of the city. Don't like gossip. Yeah, I mean, if cities didn't have all the crime, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But like, the older I get, the more I want to be outside too. Like last night, I technically live in a city, village, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's a retirement community kind of. But I mean, there's 25,000 people here, so it's not like it's the butt crack middle of nowhere, right? And I'm right next to several cities that have, 60, 80,000 people, right? They're all within 15 miles. So I don't live in the butt crack middle of nowhere, but I like it here because it's quiet. I know who my neighbors are. And then, like, in 5 minutes, I can drive from my house and be on the lake with my kayaks with my family, or we can go, swimming or something. There's a mountain biking trail right down the hill. Like, I can get outside and be in the woods and totally be alone in a way. And I would like to be a little further out, but this is great. Like, this is the way I love it. Absolutely love it. Hey, Blake, thanks for the 10. Appreciate the support. He says, you know what I find interesting in history? World War I era Germany, who invented the flamethrower and gas attacks, complain about shotguns being used because they were worried U.S. troops were using lead shot. I forgot shotguns were invented in World War I. I believe they were called trench guns early on. I love me some shotguns. Obviously not to be shooting at people or at me, but oh my gosh, I love trap shooting and bird hunting. Shotguns are so much fun to shoot. If you ever get a chance to go shoot shotguns, especially like target shooting, like at moving targets like clays, go do it. It is fun. It's the closest thing to a real life video game you can get involved in, and like, if you enjoy video games, you probably enjoy trap shooting. It is a lot of fun. It's like a really interactive thing. You should go try it. Anyway, Blake Beacom, thanks. Appreciate it. Trap shooting's probably my favorite pastime. And if I get to go on a bird hunt, I'm absolutely ecstatic. So, because then I get to put it into practice. I don't want to do a ton of bird hunts, but I like going every now and then just to put it into real practice, just to kind of understand, like, this is the skill that it would take. And I love seeing the dogs do their work on a bird hunt, too. The dogs are absolutely awesome. It's really neat.
Despoil and ravage.
Alright, so I wonder how much longer Wolfric is going to be KO'd. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, if y'all ever get the chance to go trap shooting, I know in some countries it's probably easier than others, but man, it's fun. Like, it is neat. If your high school offers it as a sport, you should go check it out. Shooting's weird for me because I'm right-handed, but my left eye is my dominant eye. That would be weird, Daniel. You'd have to figure that one out. That's pretty strange. Not gonna lie, that is pretty strange. That is definitely strange. My kid tried shooting clays for the first time, ended up shooting one clay twice after about an hour of practice. He's a natural John Wick. Hello, yeah. You know, it comes really natural to some people. Like, trap shooting is fairly natural to me. I've been pretty decent at it from the minute I picked it up. I played golf my whole life, and I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not great. Like, I'm not great at it. So... let's see. Of course, if you go try it, be safe about it. Trap shooting isn't shooting at people, but you do have to be safe. I was actually trap shooting once, and, you know, obviously one of the safety things is you always, like, the #1 rule of gun safety is you always keep your gun pointed in a safe direction. And when you're reloading, the particular shotgun this guy was shooting had a magazine tube, which is the second tube underneath the main, you know, barrel. And you put shells in it, like it's the ones you see on video games a lot where people flip it over and they're thumbing shells up into the magazine tube because it's spring-loaded. And he put one in his chamber first, which you can do. You can put one in the chamber to have one extra shot, and then he starts loading the magazine tube. And while he's loading the magazine tube, boom, the gun fires. And puts like a softball-sized hole in the ground about like 6 inches deep. Probably 3 or 4 inches in front of his toe and out in front of us. He made a mistake. His gun wasn't on safety, which is a big mistake. But he had his gun in a safe direction, and if your foot would have been there, it's gone. Or if anybody's in front of you, they're dead. Even though it's birdshot, and birdshot isn't lethal at very much range, but if you're at close range, it's absolutely lethal. And so, you know, if you ever go do it, learn the safety rules. You know, it's good to learn. It teaches you discipline, but I mean, I'm not like scared to go out and do it, but I wouldn't do it around people who are being stupid. That's all I'd say, right? Do it in an environment where you can learn it the right way. Because you can get yourself killed in an accident real quick. Shotguns are fun to shoot, but they ain't no fun when they go off in the wrong direction. Real bad, real fast.
I eat my enemies.
Is he the faction leader? He is.
puppets.
Excellent.
But
We're gonna kill him. Yeah, always be safety conscious. It is a fun hobby, but it's a game where, like many games, like say for instance football, you don't follow the safety rules, you can get hurt. Like rock climbing, you don't follow the safety rules, you can get hurt. A lot like that. So, always got to be careful.
My ice age comes.
My ice age is here. Let's see, declare war, yes.
I'll wreck them.
This is a lot of Marauder spam. Like, that's a whole lot of Marauder spam. I don't know how I'm feeling about this, but I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, here we go.
Ready.
War were declared. That's right, Senshi. War were declared.
Chaos Marauders.
Happy saying the guy forgot to leave his hunting rifle at home. Oh man. That's one of the things I have to be careful of, Appius, is, you know, when I would go trap shooting, I would have, you know, shells and, you know, a gun in my truck. Obviously, I never forget to take the gun out because, you know, like, I don't want it stolen and getting into the wrong hands. Like, so I'm always very careful about if I take a gun somewhere, I get it out and I go put it back somewhere safe because I don't want it stolen. But I'm always worried that, like, I'll leave a box of shotgun shells in the car. And, you know, this is back in the day when I was working in the office, and I was worried I'd go to the office and someone would walk past my car and be like, oh, bro's got a box of shells, and, like, call security, and then you get fired and, like, all this other stuff. Yeah, like, so it was always a worry of mine because, you know, it's just, didn't ever want something like that to happen. Can you imagine if Warhammer had pre-battle general speeches? Oh, Throg would be great. Absolutely, Shadow Heart Fox. If Warhammer had pre-battle speeches, Throg would be one of the best speakers. Bar none. Oh man. It would take them a lot of writing effort because you'd have to write speeches for all these guys in their own, you know, like, version of the way that they would do things. It would take a lot of work, but oh my goodness, would it be funny. It would be really funny. Marcus says, I grew up in the country. Kids used to compare ammo on school bus. Oh yeah, so funny story. My dad was talking to me about how different it was when he was a kid versus now with, like, schools. When he was a kid, you know, when it was deer season, everybody went deer hunting. Like literally everybody. And so he was saying that when he was a kid, you know, it would be deer season. They'd just bring their rifle to school. And the principal would just say, all right, boys, you make sure to put that in your locker. And they would. And that was fine. There was never any problem. Never any problem. They just stick the gun in their locker and then go about their business. Like, that was it. Even when I was in high school, people would have, like, they just had a gun on the rack in their truck. You know, they weren't up to no good. It's just what they did. Because that was normal. You know, they'd be hunting or doing something when school's out. But, man, things change quick. I'm sure that would get you in a one-way ticket to trouble these days, and understandably so, with a lot of the problems that we've seen, unfortunately, with people partaking in acts of ridiculous and senseless violence.
The Dark Gods command me. We want their eyes. Core demands.
All right, here we go, here we go. Let's see if we can free up some of these fights. I'm gonna put some vomit in here.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, that vomit was pretty good. We're kind of outnumbered here, which is our big problem at the moment. It'll be rough trying to work our way out of this. Our units are fighting great, but we're just massively outnumbered.
Your will.
Cycle chart. Whoa, what the heck happened to the camera? Woo, that was weird. That vomit was pretty good. Yeah, it was. You know, I mean, as good as vomit can be. It's not normally a good thing, but in this situation, it was good. I gotta get my trolls free if we want to have any chance. I'm worried we're just getting buried in numbers here. Pretty sure that's what's happening, in fact. Trying to help dig some of my units out of these fights. Mixed success here. And all my units are getting a lot of kills. We're just running out of units. And my trolls are getting beat up. Frog is in good health. Is good for him. Oh my gosh, man. See my trolls over here. They're got 103 kills. They just can't kill enough. I killed their leader early on, which I was hoping was going to help bail me out of a mess here. I'm going to go get rid of these Marauder Hunters while I have a chance. My trolls are just getting absolutely overwhelmed out here. Could end up turning full battle against me. Let's see if I can, like, get some reinforcements, like, put back together. Come on, you can do it, trolls. Oh no, they've got forces coming after me over here. Get out of there, Throg. Go get these guys. No! Get out of there. Get my wolves out. There, got their attention there. Let's see if we can finish these guys real quick. These marauders are tough enough that they're resisting my wolves can't quite get him to rout. Oh, I need him to be gone. Go, 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 rout! Alright, yes, yes, get out of there. Get out, get out, get out. Alright, I'm gonna try and run away with my trolls for a second. Let them heal some. Because they got quite a few hit points they can heal up. And Throg is in pretty solid health. Well, I mean, you know what? As good a health as you can be in for being a gigantic troll. I don't know that a troll's health can really be good, but you know what I mean. He's got a lot of hit points. How are my other trolls are still alive. They managed to fight their way through that. We may still pull this off. It's kind of critical that we do. Bunch of spearmen up against Throg now, which is not ideal. We're still gaining hit points with these trolls, so let's go lend some support over here where we got the javelins. I'm gonna put my shots into the spearmen because they're the bigger threat to the trolls. Throg is doing pretty marvelous. I worry about his leadership. He is a troll after all, and leadership is not really their forte. They don't like to be inspiring. They just like to club people. Let's hold these spearmen real quick with our marauders and get those trolls back into combat. Kind of bashing my way through this flank. Let's keep it up. We can do this. We can do this. Frog, just hang in there, bud. Support will be on the way. Alright, yeah, we're going to rout these spearmen. Almost certainly. Yep, there they go. I'm going to chew them up with those marauders little and then go after the next guys. It's a pretty epic brawl here. Pretty nice troll fight. Ain't no meaning, thanks for the 5. He says, speaking of teaching, time for me to go teach my night class. Good luck with the stream. Hey, do good at the class. Tell your students we said hi. I don't know what kind of students they are, but we say hi nonetheless. Hope it goes good. Thanks for being here, Ain't No Meaning. Appreciate the support. Hope your class goes well. Okay, I've got to get these trolls. They're bogged down, and I need them over by Throg. It's risky because I could lose all my leadership here. But if I can get them over to help Throg, I think we can more effectively win this battle. And if I can get these ice trolls free, come on, let's bust these guys up, rout them. I'm gonna try and get the ice trolls out while they have some cover. Hopefully I can get Throg out of this big mess of a fight he's in here. The rear charge. Throg doesn't terrify. That's really unfortunate. I mean, he's pretty terrifying, right? Shoot, man. See, again, we're just getting overrun with numbers. I gotta get out here and try and get a vomit. But there's so many units that are getting pursued. Let's see if we can heal up a few hit points here. I've got to get far enough away to land some vomit. Got an ice wolf. Just run away. And then maybe we can get after some routing units with it. Let's give Throg and the trolls a chance to regain some hit points. This unit may come back. I mean, it's regaining hit points. We'll want to have all of our forces together. Then we'll need to make good use of the vomit. That was a mess. I don't know if I'll get these guys back or not, but got quite a few hit points they can heal. There's still 6 units there. I'm tempted to make sure I use the vomit on spears because they're going to be the biggest threat to me. As long as I can gain hit points, I kind of just need to run away and let my units heal. The longer I'm not in combat, the more likely I am to win. So down here, and I want to get all my forces together. I don't know if I can get these guys back, but I'm gonna fast forward for a minute. Over here, gents. I don't really necessarily want to fight back to the wall either, because then if I have any units rout, they're not coming back. Let's see if I can perma-rout this spear unit. I want to take any freebies we can get here. want to get away from this fight. I actually don't want to fight here. I want to keep gaining hit points. There's no way they can catch Throg. No way. Run away. Alright, we are still gaining hit points. I'm going to leave the fast forward on. Alright, here we go, here we go. Doing good. I'm still gaining hit points on the ice trolls and the standard trolls. I'm gonna avoid combat for as long as I possibly can. In fact, I'm gonna let the fast forward go and I'm gonna run all the way out to this hill out here in the distance and really make sure that I get every single stinking hit point I can get, because that's gonna swing the power bar. And then if Norska is tired from chasing me all the way over here, that also works to my benefit. And if I can get my stamina back, that would be huge as well. So let's let our units rest, see if we can get any stamina. They're going to be quite exhausted. Still healing, still healing. I don't know how many hit points we can gain because I've lost some unit models, but I mean, we're still healing. And the pursuing troops aren't getting any rest either, which is great news for us. I didn't get much rest, but I'm going to take what I can get here. They're only down to very tight. I'm going to actually pull back this way. And I want to engage this flank. It's looking weak. We could punch through it quick and then run down the routers. That would be an epic start to this fight for us, this late game fight. So I'm going to try and use my speed to my advantage. See, we're getting them singled out here. I'm going to cheese these guys pretty good. Alright, here we go, here we go. Boom. Get the heck out of town. Alright, so now let's go single out this unit, and we're going to just start picking them apart. Pick them apart. Who's your Throg daddy? Who's your troll daddy? Alright, Throg is almost completely healed. He's still got a vomit left. This unit should shatter any moment. Here we go. Let's let these units rest. Winded, tired. Alright, so I'm getting my stamina back. The Norskins have some back as well. Hey, I'm getting hit points too, and they are not. And you can see it in the power bar. Okay, these guys are fully healed. Their unit model cap. This one's still healing. We had 12 units. Okay, their right flank is looking particularly vulnerable, so I'm going to swing out there again. Alright, so we're going to swing all the way wide out here and go for their flank. See, we've got a couple of units singled out. Now the rest of their units will be too slow to catch up. Quick charge. There we go. These units are going to get wrecked. Let's wreck the next one. They're going to get wrecked. Let's wreck these last group here, and then I'm going to rinse and repeat. See if we can knock out one more unit here. I think we can. I'm not ready to get tied down in a melee with those spearmen. So let's get out of there. We've done our damage. Let's get out of here. Alright, so we put a couple more of their units to rout. I'm gonna try and get a Throg vomit into this blob real quick. Get him, Throggy. Get him, Throg daddy. Yeah! Oh man, that was some copious vomit right there. And it's not, I'm not just calling it copious, it's literally called copious vomit. So it was chunky. Yeah, I think it's time for us to move on to Rome Remastered. This was pretty fun. Maybe we'll continue this Rome Total Warhammer another night. This is kind of fun, little variety hour here. We got some Throg action in. Wow, this was an epic victory. Air brought the salty cheese out, but you know, epic victory nonetheless. Massively outnumbered. But I mean, were we really outnumbered? Isn't Throg the equal of like 1,000 Marauders? Or our wolves are gonna be eating good tonight. I'm just doing this for the XP chevrons here, I think. Heroic Vomit, that's right, it was Heroic Vomit. You streaming tonight, Appius? Alright, let's end this battle. I think they're all gonna die regardless, Appius, because I attacked their settlement. Look at the kills on those trolls. 349, 248, 251 for Throg. The Berserkers were doing fantastic. There just weren't enough of them. They were doing fantastic. Vomit-inducing victory, that's right. I wanted to go over and fire up a West Rome campaign in Rome Remastered just to kind of see how difficult it is. I can't remember. It was obviously very difficult in Attila, which was kind of like the modern-day barbarian invasion. We lost all of our Berserkers, but we won. Oh, Appius may have been saying that was their only settlement. No, it wasn't, fortunately. So we are going to be able to conform the Confederation. Good point, though. It wasn't, though, so yeah, we got the Confederation. We've now confederated the whole of the Norscan Waste here. So I'm going to save this. That was fun. I really like the way you can snow. Obviously, the economy is complete dog duty, but it's really neat the way you can snowball the territory up there. I'll save that. Then I'm going to exit, and it's going to go blank on your screen for a minute. I'm going to fire up Rome Remastered, and we're going to see what the West Rome campaign looks like so that we can live up to our Rome Total Warhammer theme tonight. So here we go. Here we go. Play, and then I think we pick Barbarian Invasion off of this launcher. Boom. We in. I want to stream, but I don't know what. I've had that same thing the last few. That's why I had the vote on this one. But I think I'm going to do a co-op campaign when this is aired. I think I'm going to start streaming a co-op campaign when this is aired. Give me more time with her. I mean, as long as she doesn't, like, she's not really into games. I hope she has fun with it. If she doesn't, you know, we're going to let her stop and not hold that against her because I don't want her to be forced into doing something she doesn't like. I think she would have fun, though, if you all came to the stream and helped make it fun for her. Obviously, she doesn't mind learning things with me, but she's just not into games the same way that I am. And, you know, so I want her to do it with me because I think it would be fun, but if she doesn't have fun, I wouldn't want to force it on her, you know, obviously. West Rome. Let's see what it's like. What is the... How does battle difficulty play out on Rome Total War? Is it medium's just kind of like normal Warhammer? I'm going to leave it there and just kind of see what happens. I don't want realistic governance. That's kind of garbage. I do want all the remastered stuff. Alright. Try Mario Brothers Total War. Friends, Roman, it is your origin story. Appius was quite the character in the West Rome Legendary campaign. I wish I had the save file. I promise you I would go finish it. I don't have the save file, and it makes me cry. It makes me cry. I wish that I had it. That would be absolutely spectacular. Turn expenditures. 48064 net income balance. Next turn, so we're going to estimated balance. Hang on, what does that say? Estimated balance next turn plus 109. Does that mean we go up? Or does it just mean we go from 1,000 down to 109? This is a confusing, like, I don't like that interface there. Am I in the negative or am I not in the negative? And, yeah, it's a mess, folks. West Rome be a mess. Got fleets kind of hanging out over here. Let's disband some units. I mean, do we really need that fleet? No, we don't. Let's see. Do we need this fleet? No, we don't. Let's see what this is impacting on here on this estimated. Yeah. So this is definitely helping to disband that stuff. You go down to 109. Okay, thanks, Matthew. Yeah, I was trying to understand what their reasoning was with that thing. Get rid of some fleets. We just got like random fleets sitting all over the place. Let's start by cutting a bunch of those. I mean, probably doesn't hurt to have some fleet somewhere. We certainly don't need like a crap load of random fleets all over the place. Let's see how we're doing now. Now we're at negative 174. Go check out some armies that we have set up in certain places. We could maybe adjust tax rates in a few places. Like if there is anywhere in the West Roman Empire that's happy, we could increase their taxes. But my guess is that a lot of these places are upset, and even lowering the taxes won't fix it. Which kind of makes me want to just like... Do we come in here and like take this guy out of the settlement and just let him have it? Like fall back closer to our borders and try and hold things together? Do we get money for destroying buildings? Heck yeah! Oh man, I'm exploiting this. I am exploiting this. It's all yours, suckers. General. I'll get these two generals together. Oh, it's all yours. Enjoy the town. Alright. Sorry I'm late. Is this the remastered Rome 1? Yes. This is the Rome part of our Rome Total Warhammer night on the stream. Look at all this. This is great, man. I'm absolutely tearing the place down. Oh, man. This is fantastic. Hey, nice public baths you got there. It'd be a shame if I tore them down. It's like I'm gonna just bail out all my family members, bring them back to Rome, and then like totally disband all these units so I don't have to pay the upkeep. Yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. This is good. We'll just abandon Iberia. I don't even know if all this is necessary, but heck, we're doing it. Got another leader here. I'll leave a few troops intact here, just to kind of help my generals stay safe. We gotta bring them all together. Start marching this way. We can use them to help govern what few places we have left when my reign of destruction is over. Just like an actual Rome benefiting yourself at the cost of the people. Hey, you know, win in Rome. That's the saying, right? When in Rome remastered. Enjoy the settlements, suckers. Alright, we're gonna bring this guy down here too. So I'm gonna try and get like a caravan of fleeing leaders put together. Oh, I have Comita Tenses? These are actually pretty decent units. I'm gonna steal a few of these and kind of march back to the borders of Rome. I'm gonna pull back pretty far. May be a mistake. Maybe not. I just want to see. I've not played this. I'm just gonna give it a run. I'm gonna bank up some money by shredding every town that I leave behind. Should we try and hold Britannia just for the lols? Is this like our King Arthur? I think we should. Britannia's not terribly unhappy. Let's try and hold Britannia just for the lols. Alright, but we'll give up like all this useless, hard to defend territory in between. How's North Africa looking, by the way? Let's see. We don't own all of it. Look at all those watchtowers, man. That's some sweet Roman building there. Lepsus is upset, and why is Carthage upset with Rome? Oh, wait, yeah. No, never mind. I understand that. Totally understand. We can fix the happiness problem in Carthage, though, by dumping the taxes a bit. And Carolus is in pretty decent shape. Truth be told, Syracuse, not too bad. Tarentum. Let's go gut a few more of these towns up here, and then just kind of haul back to our own borders. These units are trashed. I'm just gonna ditch them. So we're gonna go through a massive contraction here. These two armies together, so I'll have like an army here. Disband this crap. My income's probably going to look better than what it actually is because we're going to lose every single one of these settlements to civil. Oh, and speaking of, since we're going to lose these settlements, you remember that whole win in Rome thing I was discussing? Since this is my last turn to control you, I'm going to exact some massive taxes out of you, okay? I mean, I'm going to turn up the heat. Since we're busy doing some exploits. There we go. How's this for governing? You know, earlier I said I didn't want to be a leader. Maybe this is why I shouldn't be. Right? Maybe this is why I shouldn't be. Can you all even imagine me getting control of something? Wouldn't be good. Got a governor here too that we can try and keep our family members alive, wreck everything in its path. Alright, here we go, here we go. Tear it all down.
Orders. Orders.
Bane capital, Rome style.
Imperator. Onward. Orders. Imperator. Forward. Fighting troops.
Oh man. We are trashing this place pretty bad. Oh jeez. Yeah. This is definitely the venture capitalist. Not that I'm like trashing capitalism again. I'm not going out here to be political, but this is the stereotypical idea that someone has about them that I'm doing here, right? Oh jeez, this is good stuff. Remember that whole place called Europe? Yeah, we didn't need that. Alright, this is gonna be a long first turn. It'd be a long first turn here. Never forget Sextus Perennis. I won't. Sextus is a legend. He is a legend forever. He will always be a part of us. Drop tax rates. I can't afford to have these places rebel on me. I gotta have something to work with, right? Hoping if we bank up enough money early, even though we're about to have very little income, maybe it'll be enough to kind of get us through. I'm gonna need some units. Oh, they have a Sarmatian Auxilia here. Like that, and back, so we don't. This over here, that's gonna be East Rome. Let's go ahead and fall back, and then we'll re-exert ourselves as quick as we can. I may be overdoing it here, but we'll find out. This will be a bit of a learning experience for me. I don't think I've ever played this campaign all the way through. I've played it some in the past. I've never played the Barbarian all the way through with Rome.
Can I be of service?
We'll get some relations started with the East Romans. I mean, if these places are going to rebel anyway, then I'm just rolling with it. Rolling with the punches. Alright, let's see. Let's see. The crap we can tear down here. Alright, you know, we didn't start with much money, but we got money now. I don't know how long we'll have this money for, but we got it now. I mean, at least for one turn, we're going to make a lot of money. You know, it's a good thing. Going to need lots of public order. I'm gonna work on trying to shore up public order as best we can across the empire. Lepsis, is Lepsis a lost cause? Can we try and salvage Lepsis? Man, it's pretty bad. We should just let it go. Let it go. Alright, let's just rip it down. I'll take this governor. I'm gonna disband this useless unit. Run back to Carthage. Alright. I think we pretty well abandoned this place. You know, this is a pretty thorough abandoning. You know, we might actually want to leave this guy here to kind of keep an eye on things. Go. So I think we've thoroughly abandoned almost everything. Let's go up to Britannia though, because this is one of our few holdings, and see what we can do about improving life here. We're gonna need some money, so I might throw some money into those mines. Public order. We'll see if we can hold Britannia. Don't know if we'll be able to. All we can train is Foederati and Limitani, however you say that. Alright, what we got here? Storm from the east. Out of the steppes comes the Huns. The Vandals are in flight. Paganism, currency crisis. Alright, well, hopefully we handled the currency crisis. Let's see what happens here. I want Medieval 2 remastered. I don't see why they shouldn't at this point. Might as well. It's gonna be so awesome if we get all that income. We did. We got a ton of income. Because none of these places actually bailed on us yet. That's hilarious. I'm gonna get all this tax money out of them for like just a couple of turns. Oh man, it may backfire on me later, but I'm happy to have it. That's right. So what do we get? Religious conversion to Christianity. We get some bonuses out of the paganism. I forgot religion is at play here, and this place is already Christian right there, so I may go ahead and throw that down. Silica. Oh, Umbatari. Those are like the... Oh, those units are so great. It's Romans with lawn darts, and it just never stops raining lawn darts. Alright. Academy there, because it's easy public order. Nothing's coming cheap or easy here. Ravenna. My income gonna look next turn. Not bad, not bad. think we can hold here too. Let's keep building temples. Let's bring some of our troops home to kind of help quell. Did I do anything with Massilia? I don't think I did. We can probably hold on to it. Let's pull this guy back over here. And let's go ahead and trash this town too. And as they rebel, we'll just move in, take them back, and exterminate the populace so we don't have to deal with all the public order, hopefully. And then we'll just expand outward. At least that's the thinking. Whether or not it works, but see how it works. Okay, let's get all of our fleeing family members over here. I'm gonna leave this guy to kind of just keep an eye on things, watch the world burn. Let's fall back. This will help us put governors and garrisons in all these places anyway. I bet we're gonna see a whole bunch of them go into like civil revolt, either this turn or the next one, probably very soon. All right, Christianity here. All right, there we go. Let's see what happens. Yep, good.
Welcome, friend.
Let's try and get a trade agreement. Do we have it? Okay, we do have trade rights. Okay, never mind. Well, not much to do. Map information? And there we go. Wait, what? I want map information. What the heck? Come on, East Rome. What's so wrong with this? Screw you. Right. The rebels already took over some of these towns. Our faction leader died. Get an achievement for your faction leader dying? Is there Romans? That's funny.
Imperator, I'm combining troops. Orders?
Oh, boy, did we go negative. What the heck? What happened? I guess we have too many troops.
Sir! Orders?
We've still got too many troops. When we lost all those settlements, we didn't get the income from that turn. But now we're in the negative, and we have too many troops left.
Sir!
Have to be disbanding a lot of troops. Yeah, the single unit disband is annoying, isn't it? I'm gonna wish I could disband generals. Sure, we're paying upkeep on them as well. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work. This plan's not looking great.
General!
Not looking great.
March!
So we have to come back this way because we got a town on our way over there. West Roman rebels in control. Wait, let's be honest. Can I afford the ships right now? No, I can't. Oh, that's probably a lost cause. Let's get rid of one of them.
Ready to sail!
Put one in here just in case I need to move someone. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill this one. We gotta get pretty frugal if we're gonna want to pull it. Oh my gosh, we're not even anywhere close. We're still losing money out our eyeballs.
Fleet
There's a
ready!
fleet here we can disband though. That'll help every little bit. Losing money out our eyeballs. All right.
Orders?
Can you disband generals? Nope. Let's see. Hey, London, if you're happy, how about some more taxes? I know that maybe not what you were thinking, but gotta take one for the team here, okay? You have to take one for the team. Anywhere that's happy, you're gonna have to pay far more than your share.
Imperator!
Alright. How close are we? Nowhere near. Estimated balance next turn, minus 8,400. We're close. Close. Okay, this is not working. So this strategy kind of fallen flat on its face. Why are we losing so much? I don't have hardly anything. I've only got like a few settlements. Seem like we should be losing that much. Do we have like something like, is it like a lot of corruption or something happening maybe? X-rate bonus, health based farming, squalors, an inhibitor. Order. Where does it break down the income off the settlement? Tax income low. Let's recruit Cav. Alright, let's see. I don't know if we can pull our way out of this. What's the old cheat code? What's the cheat code? In case we have to go there. Have a lot of Skaven corruption. I can't remember the cheat code for money. How do you do this? If that wasn't the ticket... I'm trying to think. See, that worked really good in Attila, but now we still have too many units, and if I get rid of more settlements, I'm just going to lose even more income. I can't disband enough units. Like, I mean, at the rate I was disbanding units, I can disband everything, and we're still going to be in the negative, according to this. Let's see.
Imperator.
Fast cash. Could we wreck rebel settlements?
Imperator.
Start losing troops soon, though, if we go a whole bunch more negative, but
Forward.
we could get, like, an army together and, like, go raise a settlement just to get the cash. That's maybe a thought.
Orders. Orders.
Or are you better off to not disband everything like I did and just try and win the battles, maybe? Because you need the income? You have to disband some things. It's a lot easier in Attila to just retract and then still be making money. This game doesn't seem to be near as kind about it. Not good.
Orders. Sir, we can't do that, sir. Combining troops. Imperator. March. Orders.
I want to know what the right strategy is. This ain't it. I figured this would work because it worked really good in Attila. It doesn't work here. Like I said, I can disband every non-general I have, and I still think I'm going to be in the negative. So I'm not sure you can ditch all these settlements like that as much as I wanted to. I'm just not sure you can pull that off. So I'm sitting here trying to think. If I go back and I'm playing from the start again, we can bank up all that money from tearing down buildings and stuff, but as soon as we lose the settlements, we just go major negative. Suicide some generals into stacks of enemy. Well, that's a possibility. Crazy as it sounds.
Victory! Engage the enemy.
All right. We could suicide these generals. We could get the generals together, suicide attack some towns. See if eventually we get the income back under control. Do you end up with unrest across your empire whenever like a settlement far off rebels? Does it have like a spreading effect across the empire?
My orders. Yes, Imperator. Units, hurry, hurry!
I mean, honestly, we should win this battle pretty easy. Yeah, let's play a little, see what happens. I mean, if these troops die, I'll just be saving money anyway. Alright. Charging uphill, that's what you do, because Heir's your commander. Got some Lombard archers up on top of the hill. Oh, that's funny. My unit routed right when theirs did too. I'm just gonna play some fast forward for a minute, like little Benny Hill style.
General flees. Press forward so.
Alright, run down as many of these units as we can here. Get a bunch of kills. Okay. It's too bad you don't get money for winning battles on this game, like you do in Warhammer. At least I don't think you do. Do you pick up loot in this game?
Oh, Rome will be amazed at such a victory.
Yeah, what's left of Rome. So let's see here. Looks like we had some dropped frames there, so sorry. Alright. Hey. Fight me. Fight me. Okay? They say I'm out of money, but prove it.
Sir, march! Imperator, surging armies.
You think we could capture a settlement with just bodyguard units?
Attack!
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Alright, let's see what happens on another turn in here. Yeah, a few problems. No biggie. No biggie. Just a little bit in the hole. You know.
Let us now talk reasonably.
That actually is pretty reasonable.
Our thanks.
You're welcome. Nice to have a polite person around. Okay, we're only 19 grand in the hole. It's not bad, you know? Not bad. Alright, we need the suicide squad. Get back over here. The longer you take, we're running out of money.
Imperator,
Speaking of suicide squad.
sir, attack! Besieging settlement.
Oh, it's just a bunch of peasants. We got this. I don't have anything to run the rams, though. Boy, that's a problem. Huh. Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Break off the siege, sir.
Yeah, we can't even fight this.
Can't do it, sir.
Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe they'll attack me. Maybe they'll attack me. We got problems all over. Many problems. Alright. Syracuse expands. Well, that's what I need. I definitely need something that requires money. Man, if all they have is a whole bunch of peasants, I mean, maybe able to do some of this. What's going on, Pilgrim? I'm running the Roman Empire into the dirt. You're just in time. Seeing Rome fail here. I mean, technically the Roman Empire was already in the dirt. I'm kind of just solidifying its position underneath the dirt. You know, like full-on dog dirt. But technically they were already there. Hey, just because you're priest doesn't mean that you can sit back. Everybody's fighting. All in. YOLO. We may not even live once with as little money as we have. We're gonna get like half a life if we're lucky, so. Alright, run them down. Give them what they got coming. Alright, here we go. Sweet, take that, you peasant jerk. Quit rebelling. Alright, there we go, there we go. Kill as many of these jerks as we can. I may not have any money, but I won the battle. You better get out. There we go. Alright. I'm just wondering what happens, like, if we can start beating up settlements and basically just, like, sacking them for money to try and get ourselves out of the hole. I mean, I don't know if that is ever going to happen at this point. Like, I think I may have permanently put us in the hole with my poor decisions. I mean, with my perfect decisions that are never, ever, ever wrong. Trade rights? Yes, please.
Thanks.
I don't know why you're being friendly, but keep it up. Let's see here. Why you're walking so slow, but let's get it over with, brother.
Orders? Attack! Besieging settlement, sir.
Let's see if we can get some ram. Hey, we're only minus 27,000. Come on. Right? Come on. Who's worried about it? I'm not.
Attack! Besieging settlement, sir.
Who's worried about it?
Settlement under siege, sir. Sir.
I sure as heck am not. Alright, Suicide Squad is reporting for duty.
Order, Imperator. March. Joining forces, Imperator. Attack!
I'm gonna try and attack some enemy settlements.
Order, Imperator. Orders, General. Onward.
See if we can split up some of this garrison to try and cover our bases here. Alright, let's just have some fun here. In another turn. Not like I got any money to spend. Already got a rebel fleet blockading our only trade, which is just gonna make our money woes even worse. That's hilarious. YOLO! Let's see how much we can make by YOLOing our way back into these rebel settlements. I don't know how much this is going to be worth, but maybe something? We're going to just be permanently in the negative here. It's a mess.
Take up the shield.
Oh good, it's just wooden walls. I got worried there for a minute.
My orders.
I really like attacking the gates, but I can't risk my ram getting burned down. It's my only one.
Attempt to save themselves.
I wouldn't be calling them pathetic. I mean, look at our army.
General.
You have a lot of reinforcements, but I think it's mostly peasants.
Now they must batter a way through.
Come on. Make a hole. There we go.
Gate is down.
Good job, barbarian scum. Get him, boys. Kill those peasants. How did the peasants get, like, gold upgrades? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. They're peasants. What's a gold upgrade? Like, they upgrade from a stick to a sharp stick? Like, I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, this pathfinding. I would say CA please, but Feral, well, it is kind of CA and Feral. They were both, they're both to blame here.
Units, advance! Orders completed. Units, attack! Units,
Sweet. Fortunately for me, all other units are like big cowards. Like major cowards. That's an Imperial German bodyguard. That's a problem. That's a problem. I think this is the end of my YOLO. I needed to kill them outside of the town square. But hey, whatever, there's one more general I don't have to pay for.
Carrion birds. His men may soon be
Make sure you get the other one too, okay? Clean him up on the way out.
This is a dark day.
I feel like we could have won that if I would have fought them outside of that. Whoops. But hey, there's one more general I don't have to pay for. Nor his army.
pull back!
Alright.
Proceed.
That went well. That went really well, actually, you know? That was good. Swimming. Up there. Just give me the tooltip. How are we even more negative now?
Imperator.
Now let's try it here.
Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. General.
I want to take one of these settlements back, just because. Alright, let's fight this one. I just want to see, like, if you get any loot, could this possibly bring me back from the brink I'm on? Because if not, then obviously I think I'm just going to have to go back and, like, do my best to fight off all the rebellions, but you have to keep the settlements, but maybe, like, trim the fat a little bit on, like, say, your fleets, just to barely get in the positive. So, yeah, I don't know. It is about time for me to get off here. I need to go spend some time with Mrs. Air, and I haven't eaten any dinner either, so I need to eat something. But let's do this one real quick.
Surely smiled.
What a fun stream. I gotta do something like this again. This is a good time. I got my priest pushing the ram. As much as that's kind of funny, let's save those guys because they're good for morale. I'll have them bash someone's head in with a cross here in just a minute. Alright, let's bring my archers up. Fast forward real quick. My pathetic West Roman archers, not nearly as good as their Eastern counterparts. Shoot up their archers a little.
Our soldiers are at the walls.
Okay, we got some kills on their archers. Come back here and keep firing. Alright, I'm just gonna bulldoze my way in here like I did the other place, regardless of whether it works.
Gods have smiled on us today. The
When in
walls are
Rome,
broken.
YOLO.
Our troops should be ordered forward.
It's another Imperial bodyguard. Actually, I'm gonna let my archers do some work then. Maybe that bodyguard will come over here and get shot up a little. Their own archers got shot, so that's good news. We got another unit though. Much like Warhammer, I think if their units get wasted, they'll just bring up a new one, and I'm hoping that they'll bring up their Imperial bodyguard. That can, you know, give it some love. Let's call it that. Oh man, peasants are really a waste of my my time. Get the bodyguard. Give it to him. Give it to him. We did a little damage to it. Hey, hey, hey! Easy. Easy, easy. Get ahead of ourselves, okay? My archers do some more work here. Shooting up some enemy archers, that's totally fine. I really want to hit that bodyguard, but I wasn't in a good position. Get him! Shoot him! Yes! Didn't kill any unit models, but we did some more damage to it. I'm definitely going to need the priest right close to my fight and have to use this chant ability. Try and hold my units in a fight for long enough to be effective here. Killing more of their archers. This will help us on the power bar. Here comes the Imperial bodyguard. Hey, hey, hey! Be firing at me. Any of that crap. Your unit. Die. Get out of here. Be gone. Okay, start moving some of our wannabe legionaries up. Keep the priest nearby for their chant ability. Alright, here we go. Alright, ideally here, we want to be fighting not on the town square. Poeterati, infantry does not have javelins. I might be able to get some good javelin shots on them. This is just a peasant unit here, so let's take them out of the game real quick. Get our priest in here for a little improvement of morale. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but let's get over here, please. So we can finish off some of these units. Fast forward. Come on, throw the javelins. Throw them. Especially when they turn around. Stick them in their back.
Great God!
Stupid pathfinding.
Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Pathfinding is so atrocious. Alright, I gotta try and catch this Poeterati infantry here and kill it. There we go. Got a route, so now we can wrap it up. I have a Comita Tenses unit that should do pretty well against everything except for that Imperial Bodyguard. Could use one of my crap units as bait. Keep the priest in the middle of the Comita Tenses and try and keep them on the chant ability. Swing a unit around here. What is that? Archers? Well, yeah, let's take this freebie. I just have my priest start chanting. And kill those archers. We got him. Hang on. Priest, I need you to stay nearby and keep up the chanting. Our general up. Start moving units up. Okay, the Imperial Bodyguard has engaged us. Let's bring our priest up close. And that should be close enough. Let's chant. Oof, my Comita Tenses are taking a beating. The Imperial German Bodyguard is pretty tough. One of those 2 hit point, well-armored units, but with the priest chanting, I'm gonna be feeling pretty good about our chances to hold the morale together. Bring in my general. What's this unit here? Archers. Not really what I want right now. Alright, the Imperial Bodyguard's down to 37. Oh, there we go.
The enemy general is dead.
Got him.
These men know their doom approaches.
Alright, my own general, let's stay back. And then my infantry. Dogpile. Just everybody dogpile in there. Get them. Go get you some. Like I said, YOLO. Alright. Look at the pathfinding mess.
This is a heroic.
Alright, there we go. Got a heroic victory. How much is this settlement worth? Alright. Hey, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm going to see how much this is worth. I might try this again another night, because this is curious. Obviously, I got it wrong this time, and I'd like to get it right. So, I might try this again another night. Just kind of see, how do you save West Rome the old-fashioned way? Wow, there is really very little denarii here to be had. We exterminated them. We're slightly less negative, so Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for joining the Rome Total Warhammer tonight. Definitely appreciate. Oh my goodness, Clone Trooper Wheeler coming in with 1,000 yen. Thank you, Clone Trooper. Live stream equal money. I did not come to stream tonight for you to have to throw money at me, good sir. You are too kind. Thank you, Clone Trooper. I am about to sign off, though, and I will keep some live streams coming for you, though, bud. I will be on again tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do another Rome Total Warhammer, and we'll keep these two things going. But I don't know. We may do something different, too. I have to see. Just kind of figure it out. So anyway, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you all next time. Thank you, Clone Trooper. You the man.